It's a good one. That's a good one. And was one of the first times that, someone that sort of caliber from the A-level feature film storytelling space had gotten to experiment in this medium as well. For the last 2 years, I've been running Deluxe Entertainment Group's production and post and feature editorial division. Deluxe is a big entertainment services provider. At the end of the movies, you either see color by Deluxe or color by Technicolor. And I've also been very involved in the AR and VR space. I just got back from CES last week, where I was doing a couple of talks. So it's an area of both passion, but it's also an area I've gotten to play in, both as a business owner and in some cases as a stakeholder at other industry organizations around the way that entertainment producers and content creators are playing with, creating in these new technologies, and the ways that different ways that consumers are actually interacting and being entertained by these forms of technology. I tend to get into these things very early. Some might say a little too early sometimes. And actually, in the case of 360 video and VR and AR, waited a lot longer to dive in than I had with other technologies for specifically that reason. But I do really feel, and I'm not sure how much you guys have gotten to play with, either the Google Cardboard, Daydream, et cetera, or with the Oculus Rift or the HTC Vive or any of the technologies. I do really feel that between augmented reality and virtual reality, there's actually something transformative that is happening with this specific medium, in the same way that that the internet was really transformative, and in a way at the end of the day that 3D television was not necessarily a transformative experience. So I am really all in on the future of this media, of this new technology, to really enhance both storytelling, both entertainment, but also communication in general. I mean, Facebook's acquisition of Oculus is, as much, in my point of view, and I know most of the Facebook people, as much about social, VR and AR as it is about anything entertainment related. So that's a brief background on me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. What do you think drew you into this particular field? You said you get into things too early. The ability to do storytelling and communication. But why do you think this technology will actually succeed and go forward?
This is. I guess the thing about VR, and AR is it's almost indescribable, right? You really have to try it to get what it is. It's been all of our problem in talking about it in the early days, or doing talks about it, or sort of evangelizing a little bit. But you can't really explain to anyone what it is until they see it, and I think that speaks to the fact that it's really different. It's a different reality. It is from a visual, audio, from a full sensory experience point of view, something really quite different from anything that we've ever experienced before. We've certainly thought about it a lot, but I really do believe it alters so many perceptual and sort of linear time flow parts of your experience, whether it's again chatting with someone or storytelling, that those kinds of interactions really aren't quite the same after you've tried it. That said, there are a lot of, we're not there yet by a long stretch of the imagination. There are a lot of super frustrating, super difficult, super big problems to work out to get people to adopt this technology, not the least of which is the fact that you have to put a big box on your face, which no one wants to do. But it really is, the experience really is indescribable. And when someone tells you that the experience of something is indescribable unless you do it or see it yourself, that's usually a pretty good indicator that something new is happening that people haven't really seen before.
Mm. Yeah. So what's your